my name is Shelley O'Neill. I'm the playwright of 911 Gnomes and Christmas Emergency. The inspiration behind this show is that I was looking for a fundraiser for my students to do at my theater department in Corsicana, Texas at Navarro College. I only had 2 days to write this script. I wrote a little playlet that was 20 minutes long. I used characters from 2 different gnome plays I had already written for children. The other inspiration for this play is this little guy. His name is O'Neill. My last name is O'Neill. This is the first gnome I remember really seeing. My mom bought him when I was about 12 years old, and I just think they're hilarious. I mean, how can you not love these little pointy hats? So those are my inspirations behind this show. So what do I hope to learn by participating in the Rave Festival? Well, as my friend here, Joseph, would tell me, anytime you travel, you learn something. And it's certainly true with a traveling show. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is we will learn in these new spaces at the Latea Theater. I'm really excited to see how the New York audiences respond to this show. We've done this play now 5 times in Texas, but I'm so looking forward to seeing how the New York audiences respond. And I'm really looking forward to meeting some of the other playwrights too. Why tell this story now? This is a children's play. It is so important for us to expose children to the arts at an early age and engender in them an appreciation for their imaginations. This play also is about playing, just like these little guys are doing. We all have in us a wonderful sense of imagination that too often in our modern world of technology we do not use. So it's so important for us to take a moment to play and think about imaginary things like trolls and elves and gnomes. I also think this play is important to see right now because there are a lot of dark and heavy things in our world. It's so easy to let ourselves be poisoned by these forces. And so I think it's important to just let our minds be free and enjoy a little levity and think about happy things like Christmas and gnomes and elves. My friend here, my gnome de plume, has been reminding me about the best part of this playwriting experience, and that is I have been allowed to let my imagination just run wild. I write a lot of historical pieces, but with this show, I really haven't had to think about historical accuracy. It's been so fun just imagining fairies and gnomes and elves and trolls really existing. So that's been a joyful part of this experience. I think the most difficult challenge to writing this piece is that I originally conceived it as a 20-minute playlet. But my producer, Michael Jenkins, invited me to write it as a full hour-long show. And so in a sense, I had to work backwards. So that was a challenge, but it was also a welcome opportunity. This little guy is our champion piglet rider, and he really exemplifies the reason I started writing theatrical pieces 16 years ago. It has to do with physical comedy. I had a wonderfully gifted group of student actors in terms of physical comedy, but I could not find a piece that really featured their gifts. So I thought, well, I'm going to try my hand at this playwriting thing and see what happens. Well, I had a scream of a time. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to work with the students on this. It seemed to crystallize the theater experience for them working on an original play. I've now written 26 plays. Most years at our college, we perform one of my original shows. I also have written and performed 3 one-woman shows. It is a blessing and a privilege for me to get to write plays.